Charles? Alright, so we just got done watching Chucky, the TV series, the episode that we have probably been most anticipating, which is where the story from Cult starts to bleed over into the show. So we get to see some stuff from Jennifer Tilly this episode. She's, awesome character actress, iconic, and well for this one. So yeah, super excited to talk about that and see that. Although I think there were a few issues that I had here and there. Uh, there wasn't very much, I guess, Chucky in this episode either. But overall, I think that having Jennifer in it and those little sprinkle bits kind of elevated that and made it okay. And they were going for a twist here at the end, and that's also why you didn't see Chucky in here because he was presumed to be dead. But anyway, so we'll go over the list and over my notes here and talk about it. Um, so we start off with the flashback to how it was a misdirect of how Jennifer and Charles meet. Which right off the bat, I'll say that the actor who they got to
Tiffany, not Jennifer.
Tiffany. I get so confused with that honestly because they had the movies that in the Seed movie she was Tiffany in that or she was Jennifer in that, because they were playing her as her actual actress. But anyway, so the actor who they had to play Brad Dwarf, however you say his last name, in here younger. I thought he looked great. He looked just like how I remember him to look in the Child's Play 1 movie. I guess was the only time that we saw him look like that. And then, of course, they did the voice. They got to do Brad's voice over it because his voice is so iconic. So they voiced him over, and it was perfect. It was great with that. But the mislead that they did, they of course made it predictable that the girl was. They did sprinkle things in there to make you think it was Tiffany. They had her smoking a cigarette. They had her being aggressive and bitey with the guy in the bar, which is how Tiffany is, right? But it turns out not to be her. I don't know if I like that because the thing is, the redheaded girl later on that they reveal to be Tiffany really showed no traits of being her. So it was just kind of I don't know. It was just why did you have to trick me like that? I'm indifferent about it. I'm not sure, but the fact that it kind of has to make me think I don't know if I like that or not, makes it a little bit of I don't know, a not for me, but it's still cool to see how they met and everything like that, right? So, yeah, and because they kind of alluded to that in Bride that they had maybe killed people in the past or whatever, and so yeah, it was cool actually getting to see it. So let's see.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it at all? I can see that take as well. Like I said, I'm unsure about it right now.
I didn't like it because Tiffany, she don't fuck. So she would have never been in that scenario.
Yeah.
In either way, either the misleading or the other girl, she wouldn't have just went home with random people.
Yeah, it was just
unless she was already planning to kill both of them, and that's why she went. But
it just felt too random, too coincidental. All of those events playing down like they did for me. So yeah. But yeah, the thing that led me to believe also that it wasn't her to begin with was because her voice is super iconic as well, and they didn't have that actress have the voice, and then they have it with the red hair actress. Oh, and this is later on in my notes, but she says, "You look like a Chucky to me."
She said, "You should be Chucky."
You should be Chucky, which is so strange, I think, because to my memory, Andy's original good guy doll said, "Hi, I'm Chucky," right? And that's where he got the name Chucky. It didn't say, "Hi, I'm Tommy."
Babe, Chucky is a nickname for Charles. Like Dick is a nickname for William.
But did the doll say, "Hi, I'm Chucky," or did it say, "Hi, I'm Tommy"?
I think they've done both.
It said Tommy? Okay. I don't know. It's a little confusing what the doll said, but okay, so that's fine. Anyway, Anyway, it was funny whenever we get to see the reveal of the burnt doll in the hospital to the little girl when she's screaming and she sees it. A lot of that stuff was funny. The relationship between her and the burnt doll. Jealous. I thought that whole scene was funny. The rain coming down on the window, just a little bit comedic. That she's playing with the new doll now. He feels left out. I wonder that you could and the blonde chick kind of team up. We get like a Stranger Things, I feel like, type team up. They're even riding their bikes later on in the episode, which it's fine. It was just a little bit different than how I had thought the show was going to go. They were going to be more of a like Jake, getting agged on by the doll for the course of the series, but I guess we kind of had that at the beginning, and then we kind of dropped off from it completely, and now it's turning a different route. There was a weird edit where the Jake and his boyfriend now, I guess, were holding hands in the hallway, and everybody like passes by them. Time stands still. They were frozen in time in the moment because it was so special. It's like, all right. I mean, it's fine. It's just a little bit over the top of that, but okay. It's just a little strange. So I can't think of her name. What's her name? Lexi. Lexi's mom in this episode she's pissed off at Lexi for burning down their house or having the party that led to their house being burned down, and the dad is defending Lexi, and I was a little bit annoyed that the dad was being so defensive. I get how his wife was communicating to him was like emasculating or whatever, but at the same time I was like, but bro, she just burnt your fucking house down. You just got your whole house burned down because of this girl's party. Like, I mean, I guess she didn't mean for it to go there, but I still think the mom was in the right to be upset with the daughter. Let's see. So then they all, they get the new doll, the new Tommy doll, and Lexi comes in and starts beating the shit out of it. That was funny right off the bat, because that's how I feel anytime I see a Chucky doll in real life. Good guy Dollar Tree start beating the shit out of it, just in case. I'm starting to like Jake's cousin more than I had expected to, because you can sympathize with him because he's the only one who's not in the know, first of all, even though they tried to tell him later on in the episode, but I mean, you can't really expect him to believe that shit, right? I mean, without seeing it. And he's getting pressured by his dad for doing the running track. So you get to kind of sympathize with him through that, and then let's see, and then his dad gets a little bit handsy with him in the episode, like he grabs him, boy, you better hand over that fucking phone. Gets a little bit angry. So yeah, and his girlfriend is fucking like Lexi's like. He gets jealous because Lexi's giving Jake attention, and before that, Lexi was fucking around with some other dude at the party, I believe.
The one who died on her.
Yeah. So you start to sympathize with him where I didn't expect it. We were talking about this. There's a side note: the cheap ass garbage bins, like in this nice neighborhood, these metal garbage, the metal garbage cans. I'm pretty sure they could only probably hold like 1 to 2. Like kitchen trash bags, at most. It's just very strange, seeing these in movies. Do people actually have these, right? Because we got the big city trash cans. Of course, you have to pay for that trash pickup and everything, but just kind of just always catches my eye, like, what the fuck, Let's see. So it seems like Jake's mom has cancer. I'm curious what role that'll play in the story.
Junior's mom,
has cancer. Jake's aunt. I don't know what role that'll have. It just felt kind of random for now, but I guess we'll put a pin in it and see where it leads to. So then we get the scene with the current scene that's said to take place 2 weeks after Cult ended, and of course we get the nice references from Tiffany talking about the Swedish meatballs, and then again she comes in with her classic lines.
My mother
talking
always
about
told me.
her mother always said, right? So yeah, she's giving a good performance. And then Nika, I think she does a really good job as giving off the charisma and body language and everything of Brad Duff as Chucky. But of course, she kind of shit. I mean, that's her dad, right? So she's been around this whole child's play shit ever since she was young. So she damn well better have that roll down, because he can coach her himself. I mean, that's her father in real life, right? But no, she does a good job. I think she gets the laugh in there and everything. Well, let's see. It's a funny line at the end. Somebody yells at the mayor, Lexi's mom, "You're an idiot." Thought that was funny. The head rolling off. We go really over the top with some of these kills. It's just meant to kind of have fun with, but the head comes tumbling out somehow. I guess Chucky throws it, and it's still blinking. And then we got a song in there. I think the song had some lyrics in there about like cutting off your head. I heard just really crazy over the top, but yeah. So it was meant to be. It was meant to be a big epic reveal, and I did feel that. That I mean, I knew Chucky was going to be alive somehow, but it was supposed to be like, wow. But we called it earlier on in the episode that he had done the doll swap. But even so, I still see what they were going for, and I liked it, because they did have little hints in there, like the lightning flashing and everything, for whenever he does the classic spell, we get to hear it. So, yeah, it was pretty epic. And then the ending, I think he says, "Hi, I'm Tommy," or something in Brad's voice, which was cool when it cuts to black. So, yeah, I liked it pretty good overall, except for, like you said, that was a big thing that I think we were looking forward to with Tiffany. I know she was, for sure, because that's one of her favorite characters ever. She dressed up as Tiffany for Halloween one year. And yeah, the introduction for her, I think, needed to be reworked,
She deserves
thought out a little bit better.
More than that.
Yeah, it just felt all too coincidental, and it was trying to trick us where I don't think that we needed to be tricked, because we're gonna be excited to see that shit, even if it is just flat out in front of our face. We don't need the big wow. Just having it as is would be
He
wow
could have been
already.
walked up to her on the street, and she's just outside smoking.
Yeah.
Outside of any kind of store or whatever, I would have been fine with that. Like,
for the hardcore fans, everybody has varying levels of how much they're gonna care about this. But I
think that it's weird that the first time that they met, they killed someone together.
Yeah.
The very first time.
And that's what I'm saying. I would have liked more of it to be kind of. I just
natural.
I just think it's all too random that the other girl at the bar also had these traits
that she wanted to kill someone.
Yeah, that would lead you to believe that she was Tiffany, and then this girl turned out to be Tiffany. It all feels too written just for shock and not realistically how something would have played out. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I think I don't know if we'll see any more of them in the backstory of their relationship or not, but
yeah, I'm not a fan of the Nika Tiffany. I didn't like it.
Oh, you didn't like the current day scenes together either?
No, I just didn't like Cole. I didn't like hers. I didn't like seeing any of the flashbacks. It was just really bad.
I like their banter, yelling at each other, and I thought Nika did a good job with the performance. But right now, I'm unsure why they're there. I guess I'm just kind of unsure why they're there. I mean, I know they were at the same hotel room that they were at in the previous thing, but
bigger picture.
I don't. I don't know if they're tracking down the dolls because Tiffany already has her, Chucky, and Nika. So
sometimes, because apparently when she touches blood, she's Nika again and paralyzed again. I don't know how the fuck that works.
It's voodoo. Yeah, I don't know why she snapped out of it with the blood, but I guess we'll see some way to get out of it. Like I said, I'm sure she'll get out of it at some point. But I wonder how far. I mean, if you're really invested in this Chucky lore, I was wondering maybe it'd be interesting because we got a few episodes left to have some more backstory. Maybe we'll also get to see him meet the black voodoo guy from the first Chucky movie. See how
I doubt it. He's probably dead.
Oh no! I mean, I'm sure they'll get a different actor, but I mean like a younger
even
actor.
in real life. I mean, even in the stories timeline, he'd be dead.
No, I mean in a flashback.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe see how he got into voodoo. You know, I don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm still enjoying the show. I just thought it would be more backstory, less present day.
Yeah.
I guess we're still. I mean, sure, we're gonna say, yeah, we finally saw how they met, but it was like a 5-minute scene. It was like barely anything.
Yeah, I know.
And like we said, we didn't enjoy the scene all that much.
Yeah, it's cool to have these actors in here, but it's you know, was also something we were looking forward to, and not quite as good as it could have been. It's kind of what we talked about. You know, if you can't do something really well, then just kind of don't touch it at all. And right now, I would say for that at least, it was just okay for me, which, you know, I really wanted it to be epic. But it's just cool to have, I guess, this story and these actors, like I said, as is. So.
And are we going to get to see Glenn or Glenda again? Because the last we saw of them in Seed, you know, at the end, when they're having their birthday party and they're turning like, what, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Are they still children? Are they not? Are they grown up and out and don't want anything to do with Chucky and Jennifer or Tiffany because they weren't a fan of the killing thing? They just was like, fuck it, I'm out? Or are they young enough to still be dependent on parents? Because last we saw, they were with Tiffany, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So where are they? Like, we are seeing Tiffany. Yeah, because Tiffany lived with both of the twins. Remember the last scene was in the birthday party? They were in their house.
Yeah, I'm going to have to rewatch that movie. I get so fucked up with the actress being the same.
It makes sense once you figure it out, but
yeah,
it's just, I don't know, or was just bringing Glenn up, was that all we were going to get? I don't know. I just feel like for someone, who enjoys substance to a TV show, I feel like I haven't gotten the substance I'm looking for yet. I'm still enjoying it a lot. I think a lot of the Easter eggs and flashbacks and little things are done right in regards to Chucky's personality, but I'm looking for that. Something that we haven't seen already. Like, I've seen, how many Chucky movies? 6?
Yeah.
I want the stuff that I'm curious about, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if they'll touch on Glenda or not, because that was such a mess, but of a movie. But it would be their chance to kind of put some nice, you know, tie up some loose ends with it or whatever. We'll see. So, yeah, the show's made for I think for the real fans, because I just wonder how you would take in this kind of Jennifer storyline and the Nika storyline if you weren't. I mean, they give flashbacks to Colt and that, so you can be in the know about all of this, but I just wonder how it would sit if you weren't like a hardcore fan either and really into everything that's going on.
You would probably be confused, but probably wouldn't care.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
Yeah. But still, I'm happy with it overall to see all of this kind of converge. But yeah, could have been better. So I don't want to repeat myself too much. That's about all I got new to add. You got anything else? All right. Well, see you next week, and I guess maybe we'll have Andy and what's her name, Colin, coming soon. I thought they were gonna be in this one, but yeah, coming up. So still stuff to look forward to. So thanks for watching. Tell us what you thought, and we'll see you in the next one.